Alright, what's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a Alita Battle Angel from Hot Toys, and it's actually sold out, but just keep on checking bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. You know, I put a post in here. This was sold out when I got this, and I was surprised because I always keep on checking Big Bad Toy Store. And I was just like, what is this, Alita? And not only that, I got Solo as well, the deluxe version. So man, you gotta check out their website every once in a while, because some sold out items just pop out of nowhere. So let's take a look at this figure. I've been eyeing this figure for a while now. I've been on the wait list for Sideshow. I didn't really want to overpay on anything, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna wait. I didn't want to get it on eBay. Don't want to over. I like the figure. I love the movie, but I just kind of don't want to pay more than $250, to be quite honest with you. And I'm so glad that I got this at Big Bad. And one of the best figures actually of last year. I think I put it as a runner-up for figure of the year. So unique. Man, I miss releases like this from Hot Toys. I wish they would do something like this where you feel like they're not gonna do another one, so they just put it all out there. You know, unlike this, you know, like Iron Man's and whatnot, that they know they're gonna have to improve, like the Mandalorian. So they're really not. They're kind of holding back, if you know what I mean. But this figure, they just went all out. Like there's gonna be no sequel or something. So I love it. This is what I fell in love with Hot Toys to begin with. And let's take a look at some accessories in here. This is the hand, the sword holding hand. So you got two fisted hands as well, and we call it the expressive hands. I love it, kind of like Spider-Man hands, and you can see all the details inside. Now the fingers are not movable. I wish they would have included one, kind of like Iron Man, you know, those articulated fingers, but it's all right. It's all right. And she comes with this beautiful sword, the one that she got from, I forgot the guy's name, the guy with a mohawk. Nice sword. It's kind of light though and plasticky. This is where kind of like you miss Asmus, where they would actually do a die-cast version of this, but it's all right. You know, the problem with die-cast sword as well is that sometimes it's heavy, puts a lot of stress on the joints of the figure. So with this one, it's light. You don't have to worry about that. It does look nice, but it's just when you hold it and you feel it, you know, it's kind of have this cheap feel to it, but that's all right. And the tool that you're seeing there, the white part, that is to control her, I guess we used to call it purse. I don't know what you call it now, the single eye rolling system or something like that. And this is her heart that she took out for like one scene when she's trying to buy her way up, and she was telling this guy that, you know, to sell her heart because it can power the entire city or something like that. You know, it's nicely detailed. Another thing that they could have done, I think, was to make it permanent inside, you know, instead of removable like this. It's a bit of a hassle to take it out and put it back in, to be honest with you. So maybe this is just like a one-off picture. And she comes with a boot as well. You can see the sole in there. It's nice. It's two-part boots as well. So there's articulation on the ankles. And this is the suit that she does have. So I'm telling you, man, this release right here it's beautiful. I miss this kind of releases. It's for $250. You don't get two outfits, but you can get two looks, because her overall body itself is an armor. So you don't have to put this outfit on her, but I did, you know, just to be movie accurate. And this base, and I know this has been recycled. Like, this is the third time now. I believe this is from the Panzer one, and then Captain America, and now her. But it's just beautiful, you know, like even the stand. I'm not a big fan of the clamp, like I said before, but I understood why they did this. Now I'm a big fan of the this pole instead of the dynamic stand, and I'm glad that they used that. But look at even the plaque, the name is kind of holographic compared to the Avengers one, the one that you see from Marvel, which is kind of like printed using a Dymo label printer. It's beautiful. Now, as far as the body itself, I mean, the engineering that went to this, you'll get your money's worth. Like I'm telling you guys, I mean, look at all the details in here, the joints, how you articulate this. This is as articulated as you can go as far as figure. You can do anything. Now, the only gripe I do have is you can see on those shoulders, it's not too refined. The flesh tone is different from her neck part, but I can live with it. I'm okay with it. As far as going down there, I think did I have like a paint chip right there? No, it's not the black one. And even if it is, it's fine. I don't really mind. Um, you can move the feet. I believe there's no toe articulation though. That's the only thing. But the ball joint is pretty sturdy, and the joints are exposed, but you don't mind it, because she's kind of like robotic, so it doesn't take away from the overall aesthetics of the figure. That's the beauty of this one. So you can display her either way, either on this look or the overall when she's clothed. Now, there's nothing too special about her outfit. It's just a black, really thin, pleather-like material. I don't think it's gonna flake though, because it's really thin. It's kind of like what Asmus used. So maybe they found their material in the future. But everything about this figure is phenomenal. Like the details, you just gotta appreciate all this engineering and like double jointed knees, elbows, everything else. And this is the heart when I inserted it. I'm not a big fan of how they tackle this, because it is a pain just to insert those tubes. You gotta line them up nicely, and at the same time you're trying not to break them just in case. So I might just use this once, keep it on her feet. It's, and the panel on her chest is magnetic, so you can take it out. But the head sculpt, my goodness, it is beautiful. Now, I understand the hesitation about the hair. Do I wish they used a like a rooted hair? I think this is where it would actually benefit, because her hair is not too complicated. I mean, it's really hard, to mess it up, but I'm okay with it still. I'm okay to the fact that it is plastic, that it's sculpted. I'm okay, instead of it going all over the place, kind of like Black Widow. So it still doesn't take away from the fact that it's just a beautiful sculpt. And the eyes, I mean, we all know that Alita has her eyes is really expressive. It is magnified. It's big, but they also included purse, and I love purse or Circe, whatever you want to call it now. It gives a different dynamic to the figure, and I love it. So once you take this off, you got to lift the hair up, those two hairs on the side, because you might damage the paint application. They also said it on the manual. So you take the hair out, and you can kind of see her bare inside it. It's being held via magnet, and you can see a little bit of her hairline on her face. And on the back, you're going to use the white tool that I showed you guys earlier, and that is what you're going to use to control independent eyeballs. Now, I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's to avoid breakage, because back then with I think when they had the single joystick, that tends to break on DX11. This might be a better option, maybe, so I haven't really used this as much, but I'm not a big fan of individual, because like no one really moves their eyes, just one eye. I'd rather have it be uniform, like if I'm putting it up or down, so I don't have to guess if I'm getting it right or not, if they're even or not. But I still appreciate the fact that this is included. I wish every figure has this included, because it can dramatically change the mood, or if you're taking pictures or the scene, especially with somebody like Alita who has bigger eyes. And as you can see here, she's looking off to the side, so it looks like she's thinking. Or look at here, she's like just saw something shocking. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what she saw, but as you can see, you can change the expression of the figure without. Now she's looking kind of sleepy. You can see the white on the bottom of her eyes. Like I said, with just the head movement and the eye placement, you could definitely change just the look of the figure. And now let's tackle her articulation here. Like I said, probably the most articulated figure that I've ever owned. You can bend the elbow, or maybe from Hot Toys, I should say, and put it up there. I think the 330 Transformers would say something about it, but as far as Hot Toys is concerned, like maybe the ab crunch could use a little bit more there, but overall, I mean, there's nothing that you want to pose in that this figure can't do. One thing that I did attempt though was the ground pound pose, and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't think you can extend the legs. It's not. It's also not on the instruction manual, as far as I'm concerned. Kind of like an Iron Man, because I'm trying to get that ground pound pose, and I couldn't achieve it. And maybe I just wasn't pushing it to the limit. But as you can see, you can kick pretty high. The toe articulation is. I mean, the ankle articulation is there. Maybe a toe articulation would help. You can see there's a big peg, so it's gonna be hard to break that. You can put her in crazy dynamic poses. So if you're a poser, like on your shelf, you don't have to worry about like flaking or anything, because it's all body in here. Unless you have that actual suit that she does have. And this is one of those poses that I was talking about. If you watch the movie, when she first got her suit, she was in this pose, she was doing this, she's testing it out, and this is something you can achieve. Most likely not. Very few hot toys can achieve this pose, because of if it has pants and all that stuff. An Iron Man can probably achieve this pose, or maybe not. I think the panels are gonna hit, each other, but it just shows you the versatility of the figure. Posing options, not only that, displaying options as well. Man, I'm loving this base right here. I am loving it. And as you can see, you can put her on a kneeling pose way too easily. You don't have to worry about pants, going back to its original form and whatnot. Maybe if you do have her other outfit, but if you're planning to display her on a dynamic pose, then just remove the outfit. It's pretty easy to remove and insert. Nothing too complicated there, and I don't think you're gonna damage that over time anyway. So this is her. I believe that's Iron City in the back, and this is her right outside of the bar. Just now with the outfit, and you can see the pleather. It has some nice this decent texture to it from the side and on the front. Man, this figure is amazing. As you can see, it changed the look. But I would suggest, though, you pull the pants up. That's what I did, and it kind of moved down again on the like crotch area, because you always want that to be a little bit tighter, so it doesn't look like there's space in there that's kind of baggy. And also it does kind of it's not a good look, basically, and it hinders articulation as much as well. So she's kind of like going Super Saiyan in here. And you got that, like, what, Phoenix? I'm not even sure if this is accurate. I just found this effects online. So, but I think it does look good on her, though. But here she is, man. I'm telling you guys, just everything that you need is here. This is a figure. I like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't willing to spend too much, and you can see all the things that she comes with, all the accessories. The base looks phenomenal. You got a second outfit to do a second look. Well articulated, beautiful head sculpt. The movie is pretty good as well, and you got purse. You got all the gimmicks. You can check everything in there. The only thing maybe I would have wished was a second head sculpt, maybe like a screaming reaction. It doesn't need to have a purse, but those war paint would have been nice. Would have been a nice touch. But nonetheless, I'm extremely happy with this release. I believe they're gonna come out with like a third-party head sculpt like this, and with a rooted hair, and I might pick this up. Now, by no means this is a perfect figure, but this is as good as it could be. You can overlook the fact that she doesn't have a rooted hair. You can overlook the fact that she doesn't have a second head sculpt, and still be totally happy with the purchase that you're gonna make. Now, like I said, this is sold out pretty much everywhere. Just keep an eye on Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe go and waitlist at Sideshow, or occasionally maybe you'll find it on eBay or some groups. It's worth the money. Is it worth more than $300? Probably not at this point, but we'll see. We don't even know if they're gonna have a sequel. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I would see you guys in the next video.